Malik Scott, new trainer of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to this day says he is not worried about his new pupil. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated. Deontay Wilder, he is not worried about him overtraining. He's the most dangerous puncher in heavyweight history. His trainer speaks out ahead of the Tyson Fury fight. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Do me a solid and really do other viewers a solid. Throw a like on the video. It goes a long way when you guys smash the like button on the video to identify this content as something informative boxing content that others could be looking for. Now, this is on Malik Scott. This was on, it's no longer available, was on his story, and he was doing a Q&A talking about the upcoming fight, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama versus Tyson Fury Part 3. Fans were asking him questions. I want to go over some of his responses and let's see what he says. Question: what would you say is Wilder's best attribute in and outside the ring? He says his connection with people from all walks of life. So he feels Wilder is, you know, people's champ. Let's go on. King, keep marinating Wilder, him. The longer the marination, the tastier the victory, Godspeed. And he agrees. Malik Scott says the longer the wait, the better the seasoning. Bomb Squad, right? What will you say between rounds when Deontay Wilder inevitably reverts back to type? I will remind him what it took for us to get here and how imperative it is for us to stick to our system. Next question. After y'all win, just remind the haters if they want Malik Scott, the price went up. Like Jada said, like Fat Joe and them. It's good, but it's not enough. The prices already went up. Why are you so confident in Wilder this time around, other than the fact that he's your brother? He says, well, for one, because I'm training him now. And for two, I've never seen him this hungry before. I've never seen Wilder this receptive for the craft. I've never seen him with this type of level preparation. And last but not least, I've never seen him want to dismantle another man this bad. Hashtag 2 times. So this don't look good for Tyson Fury. Let's keep going. How big is Wilder's potential? He says potential. He's about to be a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and he's the most dangerous puncher in the history of the sport. An Olympic bronze medalist, earned it from the mud. Are we seriously still talking about his potential? Shaking my head. Yeah, that was kind of a weird question. How big is his potential? Like he's a prospect that you don't know. Can't wait for the fight. Are you concerned about Wilder overtraining? Not at all. My only concern is that we're in this scenario with an admitted head case, and my only concern is Fury not showing up, which I think, you know, funny that he says that, because what did your boy Ego say? I said all Fury got to do is show up. You know what I mean? All these games and prolong and trying to get out of it, you've stalled all that out. Then they used his daughter, said his daughter was sick and he won't be able to train. But now Fury already did a video, said his daughter's out of the ICU. He says his daughter should be out the hospital on Wednesday, so midweek this week. So great, that's great. Now he says he's on record with his dad. He was running, I did a video about it. He says 7.5 weeks is plenty for a bum like Wilder. He said something to that effect. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I didn't have enough time to prepare. Are you guys fully prepared for any and every strategy Fury brings, boxing, brawling, etc., as long as it lasts? Wow. You look more in shape than Wilder. I think you're confusing how sexy I am with my physical condition. I just look like this, but Wilder is by far in tip-top shape more than myself. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. See, listen, no disrespect to Malik Scott, but I don't know who even put and said this. I see Malik Scott be working out. He's in shape and stuff like that, but Wilder look like a beast right now. So that was just a weird. Some of y'all boxing fans is weird. Y'all just be saying whatever. Let's keep going though. No, that was it. That was the last of the Q&A session. But yeah, very, very impressive that Malik Scott and Wilder seem to have this type of synergy and chemistry together, and they sound extremely confident. The bad news is Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, does not sound as confident as Wilder's team. Wilder's team, they keep telling you the same thing. I'm not worried about him overtraining. Wilder's in tip-top shape. He's never been this hungry. He's never been this motivated. We have a great system. We're brothers. Everything looks like it's clicking. Now, I know in boxing, some people say this, that, and the third, and they could have a terrible camp. But I really believe them. It looks like when you see Wilder and Malik Scott and they're training, they're laughing, they're lacing up. Wilder is showing videos with him and Telly. It looks like the synergy is there, right? Meanwhile, this is Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's dad. His father warns his son he'll get beat if he does not change his training setup. So he looks like a tub of lard. He postponed the fight, and now his dad is slamming 200 plus yes men for turning his son into a one-dimensional boxer. These aren't my words. This is his own dad. And he keeps talking like as if every time he goes to America, it's worse for his son because there's no rules and people are yes men and stuff like that. But guess what? He's not training in the UK permanently. He's going to do a couple, weeks or a month or whatever out there. And then he's going to have to come back to make sure he comes back with all that's going on in the world with the Rona and the pandemic and stuff. He's going to have to come back within sufficient time to pass any type of quarantines and acclimate to a different time zone. So it doesn't look good for Tyson Fury, in my opinion. I felt this even before Q&As and Malik Scott's comments. You have to feel bad for Tyson Fury October 9th. Wilder, they're not worried about him overtraining. He looked in shape there. I don't think Tyson Fury is fully ready. I feel the Fury cheated, and all of his behavior after has supported that claim. Like he looks like he's looking for any reason to not fight Wilder. Then Wilder had a clause in the contract, took him to court, legally binding. Arbitrator says, you fighting this man next or retire. Then he gets sick, allegedly, right? Oh, I'm sick. I got the Rona. Then he used his daughter. Oh, I just had a newborn and I can't train right. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's going to be next? You're all out of options. You beat the Rona. And you said you didn't have that many feelings or lingering symptoms. Your daughter, you just admit she's out of ICU, so that's great. And you really have what else you gonna say next? You got injured, you know what I mean? And if Tyson Fury does any more antics or gimmicks to pull out of the fight, then he's gonna look like a complete joke. As far as the championship, it'll be like the biggest signs of cowardice that we've seen in boxing. You have never seen a boxer who really wants smoke find all these ways to finagle and weasel out of the fight. You said Wilder's a bum. You said he's a big dosser. Now you got to see this man. It's that simple. His team sounds on point. They sound focused. They sound determined. They're chanting the same thing. It's like real militant almost. Back in blood, revenge, retaliation. Revenge is a must, and these different type of euphemisms and adages. Tyson Fury, I don't think he realized who he messed with and what he's gotten himself into. Wilder looks, for all intents and purposes, like a man on fire, and I can't wait for this fight. Fury, the pressure is really on him. People are like looking at these pictures and saying Wilder, he made excuses, the suit and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to see. The pressure's all on Fury. He's the champ. He's the one that said he'll run through Wilder, and Wilder's a big bum, big stiff idiot, and his dad's saying he's gonna put him in the ICU and yada, yada, yada. They said he was fully vaccinated, and then now he's not vaccinated. It's all on Fury. So I really see very little pressure. Wilder just got to show up and get his punches off and stay composed. If he does that, I see him clearly winning the fight. And there's a reason in my mind why the first Wilder Fury fight looked a certain way versus the second fight. But we gonna see. Say less. Use my link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY. That's an awesome way to make money on this YouTube platform like yours truly. I've been using it for years. I continue to use it for videos like that. Use my link in the description. Got some affiliate links that help the channel, but also help you as well. ESPN Plus and also the TUBEBUDDY link. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Wilder's team looks dialed in. They're all saying the same thing. I cannot wait. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.
You can't function right, you know, so your family's got to be intact. Because if you're an happy family man, you know things are right at home, you're going to perform right yourself. You know, I'm his dad, he's here now. I don't care what those people say and what they don't say. If problems persist, we will cancel a fight. I'll cancel a fight because nobody would expect it, you know, to people to perform under these duress circumstances. So we know what we're doing. We want to fight Wilder, and hopefully he gets his daughter back home. Everything runs smoothly. We start camp, I think, on the 14th or 15th, and let's just see where we go. But if it's not right, it's not right. And I'm not like those people in America who will force the issue, because I don't care about nobody. When it comes down to my children and my grandkids and stuff like that, immediate blood kin, they come first. You know, I said to him last night, it's only a boxing match. Let people wait. You go when you're ready, not when they go. You know, they work for you, not the other way around. You're the best in the world. You're the champion. We want to keep winning. We don't want to make any mistakes. And we don't want to start training under duress stress. It can't be done. I wouldn't allow it anyways. His dad wouldn't allow it. And he's in England now. He's not in the Devil's Playground now. He's at home where I can see what he's doing. But I've just got to chip away at Tyson. It's about winning and staying on top. And I don't care. If he fights Wilder next year, or he never fights him, timing's got to be right. Timing is everything, you know. But the only problem is inactivity. If Tyson had been active, he could have fought Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder on the same night. But circumstances, the world, COVID-19, stuff like that, we can't help the way the dice fall, can we? So we've just got to carry on, put our best foot forward, and go when we're ready. And believe me, we'll do, and not before. If I didn't do it anyway. But who knows? They might get in his head. Kidology, getting back in America. You know, but let me tell you, like I said to him the other night, you go back to America half-cocked and your belt stays there. And that's the truth, because I'm a realist. You don't do it right, the belt's staying in America. I know he flattened him last time, he busted him last time. Let me tell you, without proper preparation and your mindset, anything can go wrong. And Deontay Wilder's still the most dangerous heavyweight out there. You've got to give him respect. I hate him as a man. He's not a man, in fact, he's a piece of rubbish. But that piece of rubbish can fight. And he can punch. You know, so we've got to get it right. And if it's down to me, it will be right.